Today's the 4th day that I'm doing the 1,000 calorie deficit each day. As of today, I'm 59 days away. Today marks the second full week of me restricting 1,000 calories every day. It doesn't matter how much you do, make sure you're doing something. Keep on pushing, guys. So 191, that was the goal for this week. It's Thursday, the 18th, 19th, 20th. Losing track of days over here. Really been cutting the carbs, so I'm not surprised when I up the carbs again. That will go back up, just fluctuation. But excited to see what tomorrow brings, because 191 was the goal, but anything lower is just a bonus. So just kind of a quick update. It's Friday, the end of week 3 for being 1,000 calorie deficit. Tired, and recently I've been feeling more, I don't know, like foggy headed. Not hungry, but I'm not satisfied with the food. Okay, good night. 43 days out. Feeling pretty good this morning, guys. Feeling pretty good. Got 8 hours of sleep, which is really rare these days, but feel fantastic. I'm kind of playing a dangerous game right now because I'm willing to sacrifice muscle tissue as long as I'm getting my fat down fast enough, but it may not work out because that ratio might be off. Also, if you set out a transformation in 90 days or 120 or whatever it is, and you get to the end of it and you're not there, don't feel like you failed. Just keep pushing through. This is not something that's just gonna miraculously happen at the end of your series, your transformation, your challenge, whatever. This is a constant battle you have to keep fighting through. But sometimes the body has different plans, and you just have to be patient with yourself and not give up, and not give in to cheat days, and not give in to cheat weeks, and not just completely give up on what you're wanting. Being shredded, or being able to have clear defined abs, or being at that perfect BMI or whatever doesn't mean that you're necessarily healthy. What you had to do to get there doesn't mean it's necessarily healthy. I have certain goals in mind that I'm trying to achieve, and that's just what I want. Other people may not have that, or other people may feel like I'm being too extreme, and I completely understand that. But this is what I want, and I understand that's not what you want. So I want to support you in what you want, just like I'd like you to support me in what I want. That's the whole purpose of a support system, right? We're on the same path to be able to change ourselves. We set out to accomplish a goal, but at the same time, our end goal is different. That's completely fine. I'm trying to document this whole thing for 2 different reasons. One, so people know what to expect when they're like really getting to a hard cut. And then 2, for me, I want to personally document what's going on through this transformation, because like I am dead set on having a significant transformation. If you can't tell that, then keep watching. I'll show you. Whew, man, my body's trying to cool down. I am sweating like crazy. Honestly, I think that's why I'm not feeling too good. And today, not try to do as hard of a deficit today. Try to bring up Not quite back to maintenance, but a little bit below 1,000. And keep on progressing, guys. That's what you got to do, right? You got to keep on progressing. All right, let's go get some breakfast. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel, guys. I hope you enjoyed that catch-up video. As you can see, your progression with losing weight, trying to get to that goal, it's not one straight linear line, but it's actually, I think I have a photo that demonstrates it very well that I kind of like to look at, because it reminds me that losing weight's not constant. It's a fluctuation. Your body there's so many factors just besides, you know, working out and eating well, and the end result, getting there, is not just a perfect progression, but it's all over the place. For those of you that have been following the channel for a little bit, I have been using this last bit of the video to go over the questions from a previous video, or go over questions from Instagram, just kind of catching up, touching base with the audience, whatever y'all liked, whatever you didn't like, just kind of getting some feedback. So if you leave me feedback, please, I would love to know what you thought of this video. I was asked 2 questions, and so I'm going to get into those now. The first question is, with self-isolation, what workouts can I do at home without any equipment? That is a very good question, and one that many people have been trying to figure out for obviously the past few months. I just want to start off with saying that honestly, you don't need any equipment. Equipment is just a tool that helps to facilitate or to speed up the process of getting from point A to point B. It's not necessary to be able to progress, to be able to work out, that you can actually just use your body. So I want to touch on a few different body parts real quick. I don't want to say that. That sounds bad. I'd like to go over this question in more detail in the next video, but just real quick to touch on it, just to answer it, for upper body, something that you can do, isolating the chest. For guys and girls, you can do push-ups. If you have a chair, then you can actually do incline push-ups by putting your feet up on the chair. Neutral push-up just by having your feet or your knees and using push-ups that way. Even do decline push-ups by using the chair and pressing off the chair with your feet on the ground. Moving on to your core section, for me, I specifically love groundwork for activating your core. Sit-ups, more so crunches than sit-ups, because I feel like whenever people try to go in to do sit-ups, you're doing it improperly because you're straining your neck. You're trying to use your neck to really get up, when you shouldn't have to be worrying about your neck at all. It should be in a neutral line. And lower body, there's so many different things that you could do for lower body. One thing that you can do is air squats, but if you're just beginning, something that you can do is something called a box squat, and that kind of trains you on how to do a squat. And you can use a chair if it helps you. You can use your couch. All you have to do is just sit down and literally get back up. Do that 20 times and tell me that you don't feel it. More advanced, you can do just a regular air squat, just using your body. And if you're very advanced, one thing you can do is something called a jumping squat, where you literally come down and jump off the ground, and you'll definitely feel it after 30 seconds. Something that you can do for your hamstrings is bend over, let your knees touch your elbows. Bend over, make your knees touch your elbows. Something that you can do for your hamstrings are toe touches. You don't necessarily have to touch your toes, okay? You're just kind of coming down. Keeping your back straight on this is very important. Keeping your back straight and your neck neutral with your spine, in line with your spine, almost like a setup for a deadlift. Your legs slightly bent, and you're coming down, pretending that you're going to touch your toes, and just come down as far as your hamstrings will allow you to stretch. And when you feel it, not so severe stretch, but when you feel it start stretching, you come back up and you squeeze the back of your legs together. And do that several times, you'll definitely. And then for your calves, one thing I suggest for your calves is doing calf raises. You don't actually need anything. You can just come off the floor. But one thing I do want you to do, if you have a step, or even if you have a thick, heavy book or anything that you can stand on, that allows you to drop your heel a little bit. Drop your heel, get that calf fully extended, stretch it out, and then come off the ground. And do that several times. And you'll see these people in the gym, or you'll see videos of these guys, and they'll bounce their calves. Don't do that. You want to slowly let it extend to the ground and then come off the ground. You can do that single-sided, or you can do it with both your legs. Either way, you're gonna feel that. And the second question, the last question I want to touch on. I'm not surprised that someone asked me. I'm kind of surprised it took someone this long to actually ask me about this, but I don't feel like I'm ready. Hold on. The last question is, what are Ghost supplements? All right. I just got to lead off by saying, in no way am I sponsored by Ghost.
Not that I'm opposed. I mean, obviously you can see that I'm a fan. This company started off back in like 2014, 2015. There's several different things that I really like about them. One, I've been working out. Started off when I was 11 years old. And obviously throughout the years, I've got to try different supplements, either from buying them personally or trying other people's. I remember trying my first pre-workout and it was disgusting. It tastes gritty, it tastes nasty, and it doesn't have like a good flavor. But you did get that, that pre-workout feel. That was just the story. Every single time I tried pre-workout, I would take it because of the results, but it was just disgusting. I got introduced to these guys. Actually, this was the first one. It was sour watermelon. I tried it and it was delicious. It tastes like pink lemonade. So I think that's kind of why I'm crazy about them, because the flavor is just so good and you still get that feeling, that full effect feeling. On top of one thing that they are always preaching is that they are 100% transparent, meaning that there's no surprise. You can actually look on the back and they tell you every single thing that they put in it. So I kind of like the honesty. And I think the third thing that I really like is they do collabs with different companies, different known companies. For example, the first one I tried was the sour watermelon, but it's collabed with Warheads. I think that was super cool. I think it's a great idea and it tastes delicious. Another one, Welch's Grape. Sour Patch Kids just started to collab with Sonic. They currently have the cherry limeade flavor from Sonic, and I think they're working on ocean water. But you can go on their website, and after you go to the checkout, there's a little spot for a code that you can use, and it's all together Be Seen, and it's 20% off everything in their store. And they actually have a lot of deals that come through, I guess like any other company would. But I really like the flavors of their stuff. I really like the effects that you get from their stuff. That is kind of the trade-off, is that some of their stuff is pricey, so at any point possible, I always try to get stuff through sales or through deals. Anyways, hope that answered your question. If you have any more questions, like I said, give me some feedback, and always open to questions, and I need these questions to be able to carry out this segment of the last video. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if there's anything that you didn't like, and I will talk to you all next time. I'm always afraid at the end of this, like, I'm gonna see that I forgot to hit record. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here for how long?